What's the biggest difference with trail shoes as opposed to normal road racing shoes?
Well, the main difference is probably first of all, the outsole for sure. I mean, it's a different grip. If you take an outsole, a trail shoe with a trail outsole on the road too much, you wear them off super quick because they're not designed for this concrete. They have these rubber ludges and they just wear out super quick on hard surfaces.
Yeah.
So there are different outsoles for like more aggressive trail races or trail runs where it's more wet maybe. So you need more grip, and others less aggressive. Then the stack height is normally a bit lower because you don't want to be too high up the ground. You feel unstable, quite unstable. But in a Hoka Bondi or even like in a Vaporfly with 40 mil stack, it feels quite unstable. And I think most trail shoes also have a lower drop. So I would say on average, most people run in an 8 mil drop. So that's the difference between heel and toe. So it's an 8 mil offset on the road. And I would say for trails, more like 5 or 6, I would say in average.
Okay.
Just because people want to be a bit quicker on their feet. They want to probably have a bit higher cadence, especially like uphill, downhill, climbing up rocks or stairs. So maintain a higher cadence is normally a bit easier with a lower drop as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main difference. And you don't really get a stability shoe like with a heavy, dense medial support in trail shoes.
Okay.
Because you need this flexibility throughout the arch on trails.
Right. So the biggest disaster sounds like going trail racing with Next%.
Yeah. Well, in saying that, I think the winner of last year's UTA 100, he won the race in a Tempo Next%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the shoe with the air. It's not the Alpha Fly, but it has the same air pockets like the Alpha Fly. Yeah. So he won the race, and I think he raced the whole race in this shoe, like the 100 kilometers. He didn't change the shoes.
What is it like? Those kind of intense trails, or is it like gravel? Or because I don't know that would seem bizarre going on uneasy. Because I've worn those shoes around just on concrete and they feel uneasy. I'm not sure how you'd run on trails with them.
UTA is not too bad. Like there's a few stairs and stuff, but it's not that technical. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 sections where you actually kind of could roll an ankle, but the rest of it is kind of fire trails and gravelly roads. So it's not too bad. Yeah.
So you could get rolling with those kind of shoes then.
Yeah, probably. But you still wouldn't want it on like a gravelly, steep uphill road. Yeah. I think one big mistake though a lot of people make is that they run around on a trail like at I don't know, Centennial Park or somewhere that's not really technical. And they're new to running and they think, oh, I need some trail shoes because I'm going for a run on these trails. Whereas, I don't know, in my opinion, I think trail shoes are more if you're out in the middle of nowhere, kind of on pretty technical terrain. It's almost like a rock climbing shoe. Yeah. Would you agree with that, Nico?
Yeah, I would. And it's not many people really need a proper trail shoe, in my opinion, either. Unless you're an ultra trail marathon runner and you go in the Blue Mountains every weekend, sure.
Yeah.
But normally people come in, so like, do a bit trail, do a bit road. Which trail shoe should I look for? And I said, like, to be honest, if you want to have a trail shoe, you also need a road shoe. Or you rather take a road shoe every now and then to the trails than a trail shoe to the road.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So if you see like even people that go out, road marathon runners, they go out in the Blue Mountains on the gravel road or fire trails to do a workout, just for a bit of change of scenery. They do this in the Rebel or in the Hoka Clifton or in the Glycerine. Even in the Vaporfly, you can run on gravel, right? So you don't really need a trail shoe for that kind of runs.
Yeah, this one's a bit kind of for me. Venturing into trail running and running ultras. What's the best racing trail shoe that you can think of or recommend for me? Well,
it depends a bit on the distance. Well, kind of, I think the Salomon Pulsar is kind of the Vaporfly for the trails. It's the lightest shoe I've ever had in my hand. I think it's 100, in your size, maybe 180 grams or something. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Very firm, very fast, not much cushioning or support whatsoever. So probably you would get away with it. For like a longer distance, probably the Hoka Speedgoat is really, really popular, especially for the UTA 100. Yeah, exactly. He uses this shoe for his 100 miler and stuff. Yeah, Salomon in general, I think, has some fast shoes because they're just a bit firmer, flatter, lower. There's a Hoka shoe coming out soon. Probably not for UTA. It's with a carbon plate.
Oh, wow.
So it's the Tecton X, I think it's gonna call. So it's a trail shoe with a carbon plate. So now the carbon plate technology goes into the trails. That's gonna be interesting. See that development. Yeah, but probably for you for the 100, yeah, maybe the Hoka Zinal would be an option as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine you would enjoy something lighter, not too heavy, not too much cushioning.
Yeah, I think so. Especially if it's a bit technical. Like the main race for the year will be Brisbane 100 miler, which I think is a bit, probably want something a bit lighter for that. And then the other,
Brooks Catamount is good as well.
oh yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, they're using their super foam that they're using for their elite marathon carbon plated racing shoe as well. It's the same foam that they're using in the midsole.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good shoe for you.
Yeah, I'll have to look into those. Thanks for the recommendations.